Hello, I'm Ina Daici, Miss Universe Albania. I am an architect. It is my biggest passion because it's a design field that gives the opportunity to improve people's life. I think it is the biggest responsibility of a designer in the 21st century to protect the environment. I am 120% invested in creating new design solutions that respect the environment, that build for nature and not against her. 80% of the displaced people from global warming are women. And it is up to girls like me who are privileged enough to fulfill their own potential, whatever that might be, to be a voice for other women. When we empower women, we empower families, we empower societies, communities. Desire within me to give back, to reach now my hand to help other women so they can love being a woman just like I do.
Hello, my name is Teresa Santos. I am Miss Universe Brazil 2021. So at the end of last year, I created a new brand, which is a jewelry brand called Estela Brazil. And I tried to combine the Brazilian essence through this tropical mood, trying always to worry about sustainability. That's why we have many actions in the brand that we think about it. I grew up in nature, so I think that this is very important. And that's why I created this brand, always trying to do some actions that contribute for environment. I am working with a project very beautiful, which is called Vai Maria, a group of women that goes through vulnerable situations in their lives at home with violence, abuse, and other types of things. And they, through the swing, and they get professionalized in this area. That project is a place that they really can be themselves and stay there and take care of themselves. My biggest goal in life is to overcome all my fears and be an example to any woman or children that gets inspired in me. I think that I have something to share, and I believe that this is important in today's world. So my goal right now is to focus on me, is to choose me and my best version, to go beyond and to go the highest place I can go and to impact women through all the world.
Hi, I'm Tamara Jamovic, Miss Universe Canada. I went to the University of Toronto and did my undergrad there in equity studies, environmental studies, and women and gender studies. And then I did my graduate school in nonprofit management at the University of Hawaii. I lived there for 2 years. And now I work as a real estate broker, and I also own my own cosmetics company. I'm the CEO and founder of Phoenix Cosmetics. It's a clean, non-toxic makeup brand made in Canada. I went through so much schooling only to realize that I wanted to work for myself. Every single time I was working for somebody else, I felt constrained. I felt like I was put in a box, and that wasn't me. And the more that I stepped outside of that box, the more I realized the love that I have towards entrepreneurship and women empowerment. And that's something that's become such a near and dear part of my heart, because I was raised by independent women that had the courage to step outside the box themselves. And with that sort of support system, I felt powerful and I felt capable. And I feel like that's something that I can pass on to other women.
I am Shadiangela Sancha, Miss Universe Curacao. One of my biggest accomplishments is getting my degree, my law degree, because it's something that I wanted for a very long time. You know, I had a mother that instilled in me that passion, determination. If you're determined, you will make it. And my mother was a single mother. It was always me and her against the world. She got me through so many dark periods in my life, and she still does. I want to be a woman that continues to inspire other people, especially for the girls and women on Curacao. I know that it's needed. That's why I wrote my book, released for Amazon, and right now I'm doing monthly empowerment courses because I truly believe that every single girl and woman should be given tools to aspire to become their best selves. That is, in essence, what I would like to achieve.
Hello, I am Clémence Bettineau and I am from France. I love art, and especially fashion. French fashion has a global influence. We have so many creators, designers. French has this taste, about how to look, about how to associate the colors. France is the country of fashion. I'm part of a French association called Les Bonnes Fées. It's an association made for helping women who are suffering from cancer and other disease. And we really help them in order to make their recovery easier and better. What I love about being French is the diversity of my country. I was born in a small island located in the Caribbean Sea. My island is a paradise. I love my island. But also, I can be this European girl who lives in Paris. And France has a diversity about the food, about the landmarks, about the culture, the music, and also the fashion. I love my country.
My name is Emma Rose Collingridge and I am Miss Universe Great Britain. I grew up in a very small little village in Suffolk. There are more pigs than people, so it's an incredibly rural countryside area. I'm incredibly close with my family. I live with my mum, my dad and my younger brother, and we've always been such a tight-knit group. I think my experiences of bullying growing up really shaped me into a person that wants to help others and give to others. It's my volunteering work that really brought me out of my shell as a teenager. It gave me a sense of purpose and made me really aware of my capabilities as an individual. Through my Draw the Line campaign, it really is my mission to alleviate gender-based violence, taking on my own personal experiences of sexual violence at university, to empower women through personal security knowledge, to educate wider society on the importance of bystander intervention in preventing violence, so that women not only feel safe, but they feel equal and feel that they can fulfill their full potential.
Namaste, Sat Shri Akal. I'm Harnaaz Sandhu from India. Well, I've done my bachelor's in information technology and currently I'm doing my master's in public administration, where I want to make my country proud, whether it's in acting, beauty pageant or modeling. And it fills my heart with pride and gratitude when I talk about my country, India. I'm very close to it. It's filled with colors, vibrance, tradition, culture, religions and different kind of flavors of spices. My mother is the creator of my life. She's the one who showed me that if this is your life, you have to work hard if you want to earn the position or you have to achieve your goals. No matter that you are a woman, you can make it happen. The way my mom did it, the way I am doing, I want to spread this voice to everyone else. You need to stand for yourself. You need to speak. You are the leader of your life and you can change. But before that, I'm going to talk about climate change. So we have the power to bring back the world it was supposed to be like. So that will be my ultimate goal. I personally make sure that I reduce my carbon footprint, save electricity, reuse AC water. It's now or it's never. I hope that I can transform millions of people and to make them realize the purpose and passion for why they are here and they have to conquer what they have done here.
Hello, my name is Catherine Walker and I am Miss Universe Ireland 2021. Ireland is such a gorgeous country. Everybody knows it as the Emerald Isle. I mean, naturally, I think it's the most beautiful country in the world. And I think people are starting to really respect Ireland as like a key player in the world stage now. We're such a hospitable country as well. You will not go anywhere without being offered like a cup of tea. And you have to accept that as well. You can't decline. Not only am I Miss Universe Ireland, but I have so many different roles. I am a paediatric nurse. I work in neonatal intensive care. I'm also a radio presenter and I've just launched my own podcast. I have now got my own show on a Sunday afternoon. It doesn't feel like work. And that's another thing I'm really passionate about, is showing that, you know, women can be more than one thing. There are things that I have to speak up against. I can't be afraid to speak up on behalf of others. For me right now, the healthcare industry is vulnerable. So as much as nurses, we have to be a voice for the vulnerable, I think we have to recognize that actually we're a bit vulnerable now as well. I just feel like I have so much life experience to bring to the table, and I'm open to challenges. I will take things head on. There has never been a Miss Universe from Ireland, so that in itself, in 70 years, hello, it's our turn. I just would be so excited to showcase Ireland on the world stage. It really is like a lifelong dream come true, and I don't want to waste a minute of it.
Hello, I am Noah Korva. I'm Miss Universe Israel. I've always been an entrepreneur. Ever since I was a little girl, I've always had new ideas for new things. I came across a problem in interior design that didn't have a solution in today's market. So I decided to develop an app. It is a social app that allows everyone to get help from others about designing their apartment.
I recruited a team that are currently working on developing the app, and we're aiming to launch the initial version in a few months from now. And of course, we are hoping to be worldwide in a few years.
I volunteer at Salul, which means clear water in Hebrew. Salul is an environmental organization with the goal of protecting Israel's seas, rivers, and beaches. I believe that ocean pollution is one of the severest problems we have in today's world, and I really believe that people should be aware that the ocean is one of the most amazing places and we have to keep it safe. I want everyone to know that the Israeli people are the warmest and nicest people that you can find on earth. I'm very excited to have all of the girls here. So it is a very beautiful country and I can't wait to show everything we have.
Hi everyone, I'm Juri Watanabe, Miss Universe Japan. What I love about Japan are the seasons, the food. We have the sakura season, we have the hot summers with lots of festivals. We of course have the foliage and we have the amazing winter snow. But what I love the most is the people. We have this phrase called the omotenashi, and it means that we put our best foot forward for customer service, no matter who you're encountering. And I think that shows a lot about the Japanese people's heart, that we're accepting of everyone. Whatever it is, wherever you come from, we accept you with open arms. I am Japanese Korean. My father is Japanese and my mother is Korean. And growing up, I was always the bridge between the two of them. I was the cultural ambassador from a really young age. Ever since I was little, I've always been interested in helping people, and I knew I wanted to be in a profession where I can do that. So I decided to pursue an MBA program so that I could understand the fundamentals of business, because my goal is to become a social entrepreneur. Social entrepreneur is a form of entrepreneurship where you can build businesses that help the community, help society. And I think my first line of duty is to make mental health care more accessible in Japan and globally. And I hope to raise awareness around mental health and hopefully entirely eradicate the stigma around mental health as well.
Hello everyone, I'm Beatriz Luigi Gomez and I'm from the Philippines. I'm currently taking up Bachelor of Arts. I major in Mass Communication, and right now I'm working as a community development worker in my hometown. I was raised by a single mom and she had quite a hard time managing our household. My sister and I tried out for the volleyball varsity teams and we were able to get an athletic scholarship, and that's how we were able to go to a good school from high school to college. Being a part of the volleyball varsity team is not just something that I take as an achievement, but it is something that really changed my life for the better, because I was able to help my mom in some way and I was able to make her proud. I also am a member of the Philippine Navy Marines Reserve Force. It was quite easy for me to do the physical training. It was physically challenging, but I was already an athlete before and I still continue to run at least 5 kilometers a day. I'm very grateful that the Philippines is very supportive of sending an LGBTQ member to represent our country. It's a big deal because we are here to give positivity and be an inspiration, especially to the young children who are looking up to us, that they can be whoever they want to be when they grow up.
Hello, I'm Oricia dos Santos. and I'm from Portugal. I went to the Central University of Venezuela. I got a degree with honors. In nursing, I was summa cum laude. I like to help people when they are in need, and that was what made me took that path. After I graduated, I get into my first patent. After that, I discovered that I love fashion, so I decided to study a master's degree in fashion. My hobby could be my career. I'm now a personal shopper and a fashion consultant for women and men. And I do freelance work for GQ, Vogue, Vanity and other magazines. My main thing right now is Miss Universe. My friends always told me that I must have a plan because I have done a lot of things. My greatest ambition is to have my own fashion TV show, like But Not to Wear. Portuguese women know how to sew, to knit and how to embroider. I have that in me since I was a child. My mom studied nursing and after she moved to fashion. She passed away 4 years ago. And now the fact that I'm going to be Miss Portugal and Miss Universe is like a way that I feel that I'm connected with her.
Hello, I am Michelle Maricolon, Miss Universe Puerto Rico. Us Puerto Ricans are very passionate in every aspect, if it's work, if it's helping in times of need. I think that as an island, we have faced so many circumstances in which we had to unite as a little island. Hurricanes Irma and Maria, we had to have that mentality and how our today actions were affecting our future and how we need to have that connection to nature, to society. I am currently completing a double bachelor's degree in pre-medicine and biology because I've always been a servant leader to my community. My family is the motor of motivation to me. I started doing volunteer work since I was 13 years old. It started being a family project. Later, I founded my own foundation, Care Empowerment Program, in which we base on the philosophy that we need to know, love, respect the person who we are, and empower ourselves at the end. Being a part of the pandemic was a really mind-opening experience for me. I worked during 6 months with the National Guard of Puerto Rico, and I saw how that hope, and especially how that inoculation that I was bringing to every patient brought that sense of light, that a better future was beginning to actually develop into today.
Hello, my name is Ailelam Swane and I am Miss Universe South Africa. I really fell in love with ballet because throughout the trials in my life or the uncertainty, it's always remained a constant. So even when I was being bullied as a child, because I was an outlier, I was this very tall, lanky, dark-skinned girl, and I was really bullied for how I looked. One space that I always just felt so free in has always been dance. I come from a perspective of empowerment, where we restore a sense of power, of dignity, where I'm building my own table as opposed to waiting for seats to be allocated. But where does that begin? It begins through education, being informed. I then thought of a campaign called #BeReady, and it focuses on imparting entrepreneurial skills to kids at a young level and just empowering them in that regard. So that's what #BeReady aims to do. My greatest ambition and a legacy that I'd love to actually be known for is to be generous in all aspects of my life. I want to be remembered as a person who made everybody, no matter your circumstance, your walk of life, feel like someone.
สวัสดีค่ะ. I'm Ashley Scott Chemist and I'm Miss Universe Thailand. My mom is Thai and my father is from Sydney, Australia. Even here in Thailand, sometimes I get viewed as a foreigner for being mixed race. I feel like you end up learning how to extract values and different traits from both cultures to kind of form who you are. Actually, this is my first pageant and I won. I think there needs to be a shift in mindset about pageantry. That it's now not just beautiful girls walking on stage. It's about how you carry yourself. It's about your perspectives. It's about being that voice in a modern, contemporary world. I think a lot of us have become more critically thoughtful and we don't look at beauty in the ways we used to look at beauty. that is what Miss Universe means to me right now, is shifting the perception and to be that voice of a modern day woman.